Welcome to the Explainer. So, look, if you're using artificial intelligence in your daily life or even just at work, you already know the landscape is shifting literally every single day. It's wild. Today, we're going to completely demystify how to actually master these AI tools. We aren't just going to look at what these platforms do. No, we are going to look under the hood to see how they actually think. Or, well, spoiler alert, why they don't think at all, and why treating them like a human mind reader is a massive recipe for disaster. By the end of our time together, you're going to have the exact framework to write perfect, highly effective prompts every single time. Let's get into it.
Okay, let's dive into our agenda for today. We're looking at four main things. First, Claude versus ChatGPT. Second, how AI actually works. Third, the prompt engineering secret. And finally, building the perfect prompt.
All right, kicking things off with Section 1, Claude versus ChatGPT. Which one is right for you?
I want to start by asking you a really direct question. Which AI is truly better for your career right now? Because, let's be honest, it is so easy to just default to whatever platform you signed up for first, right? But using the wrong assistant for your specific everyday tasks, it's literally like using a hammer to turn a screw. Both are fantastic tools, but they are built for entirely different jobs.
When we compare these two giants side by side, their strengths actually separate super clearly. Take Anthropic's Claude. It is an absolute powerhouse when it comes to massive context windows. What does that mean? It means it gets a total 5-star rating for reading gigantic PDFs, synthesizing huge research papers, and producing really polished structured professional writing. ChatGPT, on the flip side, absolutely dominates the creative space. 5 stars for creative brainstorming, super fast idea generation, and of course, generating images. But, and this is super interesting, both platforms are completely tied, incredibly robust 5-star performers when it comes to coding and logic.
So, to really summarize these two distinct user profiles, think of Claude as your serious work assistant. Say you're a student reviewing a massive thesis, or a lawyer checking heavy contracts, or a professional writing standard operating procedures. Claude's calm, structured, and very human-like tone is your best friend. ChatGPT, conversely, is your all-around smart assistant. If you're a designer who needs a rapid UI mockup, or you're brainstorming a new marketing campaign, or honestly, if you just need quick, creative daily help, ChatGPT is your go-to, hands down.
Moving right along to Section 2, how AI actually works. We're going inside the LLM machinery.
Now, this brings us to the definition of an LLM, or a large language model. And if you take nothing else away from this, please let it be this one fact. AI does not think. It doesn't have a mind, it doesn't reason like you and me. Instead, it processes massive, and I mean massive amounts of text data to predict language. And it does this based purely on probability, mathematics, and pattern recognition. That's the whole shebang.
It pulls off this trick in 3 distinct steps. First up is big data training. The model essentially reads millions of books, articles, and websites to learn the patterns of human language. Second, it uses what's called a transformer architecture. Basically, this is a special neural network that lets it look at a whole sentence at once, understanding the relationship between all the words simultaneously. And third, the real magic trick, next word prediction. Honestly, you can think of an LLM as a highly advanced version of the autocomplete feature on your cell phone. It's just calculating the mathematical probability of what the most logical next word should be, and it does this over and over again, incredibly fast.
Think about how this entire ecosystem flows. It all kicks off with your problem. That problem translates into a prompt, which then flows right into the application layer, gets parsed out, and is finally fed into the LLM. Then the LLM does all its complex probability math and returns a completion, which flows all the way back to you, the user. Understanding this exact process is absolutely crucial because it shows exactly why your input, your prompt, is literally the steering wheel for this massive prediction engine. Bad steering, bad results. Which brings us perfectly to Section 3, the prompt engineering secret. This is your key to AI success.
Like we talked about, treating an AI like a mind reader is the absolute fastest way to get terrible answers. Prompt engineering is a game changer because it actively prevents what we call hallucinations. You know, those incredibly frustrating moments where the AI confidently tells you a totally fake historical event happened as if it were an absolute fact? Yeah, proper prompting keeps the AI on the right path. It saves you massive amounts of time because you don't have to ask the exact same question 5 different ways just to get what you want. It lets you break down and solve highly complex tasks, and ultimately, it maximizes the AI's true hidden capabilities.
All right, the moment we've been building up to. Section 4. Building the perfect prompt, our framework for success.
This all builds into a foolproof system that's made up of exactly 6 building blocks. You hit these, you get a perfect prompt. Number 1, instruction. You got to clearly state the action, like summarize or translate. Number 2, context. Give the AI the background of why you actually need this. Number 3, persona. Tell the AI who to act like. For instance, act like an expert marketer. Number 4 is input data. This is the actual text or data it needs to work on. Number 5, constraints. Set the boundaries, like word counts or specific things to completely avoid. And finally, number 6, format. Tell it exactly how you want the output to look. Are we talking a table, an essay, a block of code? Giving the AI these 6 clear boundaries practically guarantees success.
So let's look at what happens when all these blocks combine into one single actionable sentence. It creates a foolproof recipe. Check this out. You are a professional writer. Boom, that's our persona. From the text below, that gives it context. Write 5 main points. There is our clear instruction. In bullets, that's the exact format we want. Keep under 100 words. There is our constraint. And then finally, you just paste your article, which serves as the input data. By structuring your request exactly like this, you leave absolutely zero room for the AI to guess, and that results in a perfect mathematical prediction of the exact text you need. It's like magic, but it's really just great math.
Wow, okay, we've covered a massive amount of ground today. We went from figuring out whether Claude or ChatGPT is your ideal daily assistant to really understanding the whole autocomplete nature of large language models, all the way to mastering the 6 vital building blocks of prompt engineering. This technology is incredibly powerful, for sure, but remember, it completely relies on you to give it the right direction. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. Armed with the perfect prompt structure, what complex problem will you solve next? Go jump into your AI of choice today. Apply these 6 blocks and watch the magic happen. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and hey, keep exploring.